everybody. Welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Friday, March 17th, 2023. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. Cheers. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host, as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back here, everybody. And we got a crazy show tonight because, of course, it's Friday. So what are we doing? We be drinking. It's St. Patty's Day, so I hope you're wearing green. And I have a few guests here tonight. So it's not just going to be a normal show, but I want to start off with my lovely co-host, Miss Sabrina Vittori. Sabrina, welcome back to the program. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, wonderful. Thank you for having me. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day. It's a good day, isn't it? It's Friday. Well, it's your Tuesday, right?
Not my Friday, yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, happy you're here to celebrate with us. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff tonight. There's a lot of fun things happening. And of course, we're just going to have a good time because we're drinking, you know, it's Friday. Also joining us back on the program for the second time, Jacob Rolland. Jacob, how you doing? From IPA Sessions Podcast at JRolland87. We got Jacob back. You can find him on TikTok. You can find him on YouTube. You can find him on Instagram. Check out at IPA Sessions Podcast. Yeah. Jacob, thank you for coming back here.
Thanks for having me back. I'm so excited. I've loved watching how much this show has grown since I've been on last. It's awesome. I listen to it every day when I leave to work and go to work. I've been working insane hours, so I apologize. I missed a lot of these live shows, so I'm happy to finally be a part of the live show. And I love that you guys do Drunk Fridays now, so I'm happy to be here for Drunk Friday and St. Patty's Day. Rocking my game.
Yeah, cheers. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Cheers. Happy to have you back again. We're going to have you back again, of course, after this, too. It's just, schedules and life, that's how it goes in this industry. But that's what happens when it's like people are working. They're working all the time. And that's the kind of crazy schedule you do when you're actually working in the entertainment industry. And Jacob does locations. And that shit is not easy to do and have a life. It just isn't. So
I've been doing those late nights, overnights. Today I got to sleep until 3. I got up, I had a hot pocket, and then I just started drinking to have fun. Happy St. Patty's Day, everyone.
And he's still kicking ass with his podcast. He's still kicking ass.
That's right. That's right. The podcast is out right now. I got 2 episodes that dropped today, by the way. I got a regular episode, and I got a special St. Patty's Day bonus. Check it out, everyone.
Everybody go there now. Well, not now. After the show.
Yeah, after the show. There's plenty of time. It'll be there.
And this is crazy. And also joining us is Mr. Jake Slanecki. Jake, welcome back to the program. How you doing tonight? Happy St. Patty's Day. I'm good. How you doing? How's your day been?
It's been good. It was busy today.
Yeah? Well, thank you for coming here for this very special program. Of course, we're going to be doing a little drinking, and we're going to be hanging out, talking about news, and we got a few guests. So this is going to be a wild night, everybody. So if this is your first time on Kruse Control, normally we have 3 people. Now we have 4, so it's a very special night. But, there's a lot that's going on, and while we're all here together, I just want to talk about one thing right off the bat, because unfortunately we lost a great one today. And it's one of those unfortunate things that, it's just life, sometimes happens, and it takes someone way before their time. And unfair. Lance Reddick was 62 years old, and he passed away. You might know him from Oz initially. You might know him from The Wire. You might know him from Bosch. You might know him from the John Wick shows. He's been in all John Wick movies. He's an amazing talent. 62, and they say he died of natural causes today, which is it just blows my mind. Like natural causes, like heartbreaking, And Sabrina worked with him for years on Bosch, so I know it. She's really feeling this today, and he was a great person. I worked on Bosch a few times too, but not like Sabrina. Sabrina, do you have any words to say about Lance?
I don't want to start the show crying, but he was such an amazing human being. He was so kind and thoughtful and generous. He was just a wonderful person. And I honestly feel blessed that our paths crossed and that I got to know him a little bit. And, when Bosch ended, I geeked out on him for 5 minutes and said how much I love when he shows up in John Wick, and that it makes me so happy. And we had a really nice talk. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. He's a wonderful, wonderful person, and I offer my condolences to his family. And I know it's going to be hard to move on from someone so amazing. And I hope that, you guys get through it with as little devastation as possible, which I know isn't even possible. So I'm really sorry for your loss. And I hope that all of his wonderful memories and his legacy lives on, and that Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, and he leaves behind his wife Stephanie, Yvonne, his daughter, and Christopher. It's really sad. Like out of
he has a
nowhere.
lot of fur babies too. So he's always very, very loving with dogs and stuff. I'm so sorry for you guys. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yes. We're sending this out, sending our well wishes to his family, thinking about them this time. It's just really sad. We have lost a great one here in the entertainment industry. So it's really sad, everybody. So here's we have to, it is Drunk Friday. It's St. Patrick's Day. We're joking a lot, but we really have to just raise our glasses for Lance, for all the memories we have of him and all the greatness he left in the entertainment industry, because he really left an impact. So to Lance, everybody.
To Lance.
Fuck yeah.
To Lance.
I'm extremely sad because not only was he a phenomenal actor, he was taking off in the voice acting world. He was all over the place with animated series and video games. I mean, he was a big part of the success of the Horizon video games on the PlayStation and Xbox. And then, of course, he's been taking off on a bunch of Netflix animated series. So I'm really sad to hear that he passed. I hope that those shows continue and find a way to honor him. It just fucking sucks. There's no other words. I've always enjoyed watching him. He just had a presence on TV. I did not get the privilege and awesome opportunity that Sabrina got to work with him, but man, it would have been fucking cool to have been able to work with him. So I'm really glad to hear that he was a wonderful human being, and I'm heartbroken. But in the words of Brian and Sabrina, friend of the show. Thank you, Lance Reddick.
Definitely friend of the show.
Hell yeah, friend of the show. Friend of the show. It's one of those things, and we really hope that, honestly, that his legacy lives on forever, which I think it will. And it is very unfortunate because, like he was just doing press for John Wick, like literally just doing press for it. They were saying like this last week. So it's like everything that he's been doing and gearing up and just busting his ass for and fuck life, All right, one more. I mean, this is just a Drunk Friday, so one more. I'm going to actually take a shot on this one. To you, Lance, you kicked some ass and we're going to miss you.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's liven the mood, Brian. Let's do this.
Yeah, please
honor him tonight and have a good time.
Yeah, and now it's time for some breaking news. Everybody, it's St. Patrick's Day, so the first thing I want to bust into is, of course, the Leprechaun franchise. And and not that there's a new one coming out, there's nothing really that important about it, except that if you're in the spirit and you want to celebrate St. Patty's Day, well, you can drink a beer and watch this ugly little leprechaun kick some ass and eat people and chop them up and anything on Peacock. And pretty much Peacock has them all. They have Leprechaun 1, they have Leprechaun 2, 3, 4, In the Hood, Back to the Hood, Origins. But if you want to watch Leprechaun in Space, that's on there too.
That's the best one in the franchise, Brian. Don't you shortchange that movie. Until you take your horror franchise to outer space, you're not a real horror franchise.
It's true. It's true. So we were talking about Machete the other day, about Machete in space. And I was like, I'm all for that shit.
Fast and Furious finally became a real franchise because they went to space. You're welcome.
Sabrina hated that shit, by the way.
That was the
she was not about that
for me. I was like, are they seriously in fucking space? Like,
doesn't matter. Until you go to space, you are not a franchise. Period.
I strongly disagree, sir.
Tom Cruise is going to space pretty soon here too. The only one you have to wait for if you can't get on. Yeah, Mission Impossible. I mean, come on. It is the Mission Impossible. Get it, Tom. Friend of the show, Sabrina. Friend of the show. She's going to fight me on that one.
For you.
But the only one you can't watch is the 2018 one. That one you can watch, but you have to rent it on Amazon Prime. But yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Cool horror movie. It's unique for what they do with it, but it's not Warwick Davis. It is Hornswoggle from the WWE wrestling.
Oh, it's Hornswoggle.
It's Hornswoggle.
This is getting worse by the second.
Good for him.
You're
good
welcome.
for him.
Hey,
I'm happy he's getting paid.
Patty's Day, you got to watch the Leprechaun movies, and you got to throw in some Boondock Saints for fun.
I love Boondock Saints. I'll give you that.
They're so good. So good. There's the first one. There's a second one. I don't think I ever saw the second one though.
I didn't either.
It's fun. That's all I can say.
Not as good as the first,
fun.
Though, right?
It's not as thought-provoking and awesome, but it is awesome and fun.
Okay.
They know what they're doing.
Jake, have you ever seen any of those? Have you ever seen Leprechaun movies, Jake? Slanecki, Fast Slanecki? I'm going to call you Fast Slanecki. Manager Fast Slanecki. I can't hear you, Fast Slanecki.
You're muted.
I was sorry. I was trying to fix my earbud. Was doing this whenever you guys talked, it was.
We're live, everybody. We are live.
We are. A leprechaun freaked me out. They have all this, like, they do a lot of small talk, and I'm not good with that. So.
And there you go.
Copy that, buddy.
Also, something that's happening, and they're doing this. Super Mario movie is coming out very soon, of course, and it's coming out for Easter, and Illumination, Universal, Nintendo is bringing it out, and there's the projections coming out for Super Mario Brothers. So now they're saying that it's probably going to make around 85 to 90 million plus over the opening weekend, because, of course, kids are going to go see this. You got Chris Pratt in this shit. You got Charlie Day. You got a big cast in this. I mean, I'm still excited to see Jack Black be King Kong, or be Bowser, I mean, that's pretty cool.
I was like, King Kong. That was a while ago.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. Donkey Kong is played by Seth Rogen, actually. Seth Rogen plays Donkey Kong.
Also, by the way, drinks to Lance Reddick. He was in the King Kong Godzilla movies.
Oh,
there
shit. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, Lance. But the Super Mario movie is coming out, and I'm like, honestly, it's awesome. I'm excited about it. I was really worried about it at first, but I'm like, let's just go for it. It can't be worse. I mean, even though it's a bad movie, I still like the original one with Bob Hoskins. Even though it's a horrible movie, I still like it. And that thing made nothing.
Classic. I don't know what you're talking about, Brian. Classic. Come on now.
A lot of people hate on that shit. A lot of people hate on that shit. They do.
I
mean,
don't have
honestly,
the refined tastes that we have for the amazing palette that we've made for ourselves.
That movie only grossed 39 million and it cost 50 million to make. I'm just putting that out there. So Nintendo waited a long time to do a new one. They're like, fuck, like we can't do that again.
Also, something Mario movie was my childhood. God damn it!
My childhood too, man.
I love all that.
Also,
crap.
Something coming back is Bel Air, everybody. Bel Air is coming in for a season 3. Now, I didn't know this about Bel Air, but it was the second of the. It's like been one of the best shows for Peacock. It's been nuts. Like the second season was like the highest second season release. The first season was the most watched original sophomore or original freshman show on Peacock. Like both seasons have been the most watched for their debut, and so of course Peacock's like, fuck it, let's do some more, keep this shit going. And they're saying season 2 is coming back. If they're at the crossroads as a new figure comes into life with challenges in Bel Air, I guess. I fucked that up. So there's a
it is what.
But Bel Air is coming back. Yeah. So the new season, there's a new person that comes into town, and they gotta deal with the ramifications of that. That's what I'm trying to say right there. So I don't know. I never watched Bel Air. I watched the original Bel Air, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but I've never seen Bel Air. But I hear it's good. Enough to get 3 seasons.
Brian, the new season's supposed to be like, it's a serious show. This isn't a family sitcom like it used to be. This is like a serious drama piece. So is the new guy DJ Jazzy Jeff?
It's unfortunately it's not.
Does he give the new Will Smith a run for his money? Is that where this is going?
As long as they would play like parents
show?
Just don't understand, I'd be happy,
I'm here.
I would just like to give a light shout out to our friend of the show, actual friend of the show, Mark Anthony, who did an episode in, I'm not sure if it was season 1 or season 2, but I hope he comes back, and I'm super proud of him. He's killing it as an actor right now. Mark Anthony Williams, everybody, to you.
Woo!
Yeah, to Mark Anthony.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jake's like, I know that guy.
Oh yeah, Jake, you know Mark Anthony.
Yeah. But I
The
know
singer, right? Is that who we're talking about? The singer?
No,
He's not. He's an actor,
name,
but
like his first name is Mark Anthony. His last name is Williams. He's an actor.
Mark Anthony. That's a nice name.
And I know it really is.
right. It's a sexy name, Mark
he's a
Anthony.
fellow
That's all I'm
Yankee
saying.
fan.
Sexy name.
So he comes over and watches Yankee games all the time. We work together on the neighborhood, and randomly,
that guy. He's amazing. Yeah.
I was
He's great.
watching the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like randomly. I think Brian was like, "That's Mark Anthony," and I was like, "What? Rewind!"
Yeah.
And we rewound, and it was Mark Anthony.
Nice.
Which happens often to us. So good for you, Mark. Congratulations.
Yay.
Yeah. He's kicking ass. He was on. I think it was like Saved by the Bell. We saw him on, and I was like, "Shit!"
Yes.
And you're kicking it. Yeah.
And Loot.
Yeah, so good.
We saw him on Loot too, randomly.
Yeah. Getting it.
Good for you, Mark.
And just like he's getting it, Paramount Plus and Showtime are getting it together because they're a new network, everybody. They're getting it together. And now they're launching their very first ever mobile-only plan. So apparently it's been so big on mobile apps, so like, let's make our own plan so you can just watch Paramount Plus with Showtime on your mobile app. and it's going to cost. It's called a basic plan. It's going to cost $280, and for your ad tier, and then $420 if you wanted to have it without ads. That's pretty much how it goes.
Basic bitches is what you're saying.
Basic bitches. It's called Basic Bitches. Get your Paramount Plus on. And you can watch everything on this, though. You can watch Yellowstone, Yellow Jackets, everything that's with yellow on it, 1923, Star Trek Picard, you can get it all. And the executive vice president, international manager, said that with the mobile entertainment consumption increasing around the world, a mobile-only option will make our slate of programming more accessible to our audiences in mobile-first countries. Because apparently 50% of the online population is in Mexico. In Brazil.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you for you trying to bring us knowledge, and I'm interrupting you with a stupid
knowledge.
Question. Okay. All right, Dane Cook.
The more you know.
Way to bring it in.
The more you know. I went to the store and got some Cheetos. It was amazing. And I saw a person next to me. I was like, what are you doing?
It does a good Dane Cook. But now you got a drink.
Dane Cook.
Rachel,
Is
you
this
got a
all
drink.
thanks to Ryan Reynolds? Is this thanks to his special deal?
Oh, he's my favorite.
What? Oh,
Friend
this?
of the show. Friend of the show, Ryan Reynolds.
Hey, we'll talk about Ryan Reynolds in a little bit, okay? So he gets a small amount of time only on this show. So he gets a small amount of time.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. We don't want Sabrina to pass out from the hotness of Ryan Reynolds.
I'm so sorry.
She's
She's
freaking A.
Sorry.
He is a good person. He makes excellent alcohol. He's very funny, and he's also handsome. What is that?
Okay, you want to talk about Ryan Reynolds? Let's talk about Ryan Reynolds.
We get it.
Let's talk about Ryan Reynolds. Okay, Ryan Reynolds is selling Mint Mobile, everybody. He's selling Mint Mobile. So Mint Mobile is going to be sold direct to consumer prepaid wireless company to T-Mobile. So it's worth $1.35 billion, everybody, which I was like, what the fuck?
Damn,
so Ryan Reynolds is cashing the fuck in on this. Now they're saying that's up to that. So they're not sure exactly what the deal is going to come through. They're going to have all details worked out within the year. So it's going to come more. We'll find out more details as we move forward. But I mean, it's a maximum of $1.35 billion, 39% cash and 61% stock. So that's a lot of money. And Ryan Reynolds made a joke online saying, like, the runner-up almost got it, which was his mom. But then, they just outbid her last minute. So, his mom really wanted it, but, T-Mobile got it last minute. And they're already running their towers on T-Mobile as it is. So if you have Mint Mobile, you bounce off T-Mobile as it is, and then you get all your service through them. So it's an easy integration. It's still going to work the same. It's not going to change at all. And, it's a big conglomerate that they're just like joining together with, which makes sense for T-Mobile,
Would help his case.
Right. And Brian, I'm a mama's boy, so all you did was just make me like Ryan Reynolds even more. I'm sorry.
Hashtag Team Ryan. Thank you.
I'm a mama's boy too, everybody. I'm a mama's boy too. I'm so much so I had a friend in college who got me a t-shirt. I had a friend in college who got me a t-shirt that said mama's boy, but on the back of the t-shirt it says, yeah, your mom loves me. I'm just saying.
Fuck yeah.
Siri wanted to chime in on that.
And Siri likes me too, everybody. Just saying.
Siri's a friend of the show.
Siri's a friend of the show.
Hey, Karen's saying her name out loud, or Alexa. Say it too loud.
Don't Alexa.
Yeah,
Alexa. Jacob's
A-L-E-X-A.
hashtag Jacob's hot mom.
Hashtag Jacob's hot mom. Let Lexi know.
No. I mean, honestly, good for Ryan Reynolds, though. Like, he gets to sell Mint Mobile. He already sold Aviation Gin and made a shit ton of money already, too.
What?
So he's getting rid of all. He sold the Aviation Gin already, too. It's already gone. Yep. So he sold that shit already. He sold it for in 2020, he sold it. A deal worth $610 million, everybody. $610 million. How much money does this man need?
Dude, he made the most clever ads for that. Remember when he had his mom on and he made Mom's Punch? Like, how hilarious was that? Or when he made the one for Father's Day with Nick Cannon, and he said how many kids he had, and he spit taked the gin. He's so clever and so funny. Like, I honestly just I love anything that he does.
I have to read this comment. Jacob, show us your mom.
I'm gonna do it. My mother's a saint. She's amazing, and I will do it.
And apparently, she's super hot.
Gross, but yeah,
Ryan.
I mean, that's what people are saying. I'm just saying. I'm just reading the chat. She is a very, very big deal in the chat right now. Your mom.
It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. Ryan Reynolds will still be the spokesperson for Mint Mobile, though. By the way,
and leather-bound books is my question. He better be the sponsor, obviously.
He's still going to be the sponsor, spokesperson.
You gotta
shit.
come
I'm gonna
this
give,
way.
Me and
Willow.
Mama.
I'm gonna give Jacob a single so we can see his
giving
mom
Mama
very
a
clearly.
hug
right now,
Yeah.
okay? Just for you guys, you sick.
Hi,
fuck.
Mom. Oh wow, rude.
Oh, shit.
You're just-
Well,
everyone
I'm
just
looking
seems to
forward to
love
those
her.
genetics for myself.
Oh, that's too good. But Ryan Reynolds,
Happy
you
St.
know,
Patrick's Day,
maybe
Mom. Love you.
Happy St. Patty's Day. Hey, for moms, everybody, let's take a drink for moms because we
For
gotta cheers our
moms.
moms. Happy
Cheers.
St. Patrick's Day, mother. To all the Marlenes out there, that's my mom.
I love that your mom's name is
She is your mom.
Marlene.
It's a great name. It's a great name. You never hear it. Like in The Last of Us, her name was Marlene. I'm like, Mom? I never hear that shit, you know? Yeah.
My mom's name is Dana, but I found out it's German for a male name called Greg.
Oh,
that
shit.
Interesting.
Not Marlene.
That's cool. Not
But it
Marlene.
is
Not Marlene.
Shirlene. You're welcome, Mama, for your name out there. Dana Shirlene. That's right. We're Southern.
Hashtag not Marlene.
Hashtag not
saying.
Marlene. Shirlene. The Southern Marlene.
You know, Sabrina has Ryan Reynolds as a friend of the show, but a real friend of the show is Nick Cage. And Nick Cage has a new show coming out. He's got a new movie called Sympathy for the Devil. Now, this is by LRJE Films, a unit of AMC Networks are bringing this out. Now, they've been releasing a bunch of his movies now recently. So they're actually picking up all the Nick Cage. Like, give us more fucking Nick Cage because they love the fuck out of him. It's also starring Joel Kinnaman, who was, you know, fucking killing on RoboCop. I'm just kidding. I mean, I like, no one liked RoboCop. Maybe Jacob liked RoboCop. I don't know.
I fucking love RoboCop. I got Peter Weller's autograph. By the way, short story. Can I jump in?
I'm saying about the new RoboCop, though.
Fuck the new RoboCop. But Peter goddamn Weller, I worked with that man. He is amazing. He knows his shit, and he believes in 8-hour work days. God bless him. And
Oh,
when
nice.
I went to
Clint
the show,
Eastwood
the first
does,
thing
too.
he said is, he goes, "Don't call me Jefe, don't call me Boss Man, and don't call me Robo." And I met him 3 days in, and I said, "Hey, listen, I'm a big
call me
fan.
Robo.
I'm sorry, I have to do this. I'm a lowly PA. You can fire me. I don't care. It's worth it. Can you please sign my Blu-ray trilogy set of the original RoboCop, the best RoboCop?" And he looked at me and he goes, "I like your balls." And he signed Peter Weller
On
Robo.
your balls?
Then he walked onto set, not on my balls, but he just said, "I like that, I like that you got balls, kid." Sorry, that sounded weird the first time, but I like that you got balls, And he walked on the set and he said to everyone, he goes, "Jacob is the only one allowed to call me Robo."
Oh, shit.
That's
And now I have
Oh.
my praise from Peter Weller. That's right. RoboCop fucking loves me. And
Get it.
I follow the Prime Initiative.
I golf clap for you, sir.
Well, Nick Cage's new show, Sympathy for the Devil, has Joel Kinnaman in it as well, but he was also on For All Mankind, in case you watch that show on Apple TV+.
Great actor, by the way. Great
Yeah,
actor.
Also,
Great
Altered
actor.
Carbon. Also,
Altered Carbon,
Suicide
yeah.
Squad.
Suicide
He's a-
Squad. He was
Yeah.
Very
fucking
good.
amazing.
Fucking
in Suicide
killer.
Squad. I cried
Yeah.
for him. It was good.
Me too. And I was so pissed at Peacemaker for getting a stupid spinoff. I was like, he killed Joel Kinnaman.
Yeah, where's
He
Joel
fucking killed the
Kinnaman?
So
fuck
mad.
out of him.
We gotta bring him back
Killed
from
the
the dead.
fuck out of
This
him.
Universe, we can do this. We can bring Joel Kinnaman back from the dead.
But this movie comes out July 28th, 2023, everybody. And Nick Cage is producing it, of course. He's making deals left and right, Nick Cage. He's making shit happen. The story is set in motion after a man is forced to drive at gunpoint with a mysterious passenger. And he finds himself in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse when it becomes clear that not everything, is as it seems. Nick Cage is getting it. I'll watch this show. I'll watch anything with Nick Cage, Like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yes.
Did you notice not only is he getting it right now, this company that's putting this movie out, they've put out 8 other films by him. So, like,
Yep.
he's their go-to guy. Like, they fucking
Yeah.
love him, just like we do. So, friend of the show, Nick Cage.
Friend of the show, Nick Cage. You keep
You're here.
working, man. You keep working because, honestly, we'll keep watching. The world will keep watching. That's just how it goes. Now, unfortunately, the world will not keep watching Willow because Willow has been canceled, everybody. Willow is going away after one season. I love my segues. I'm just saying. You give me an opportunity, I'm going to slip right in there. That's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
So, whoa, that's a personal problem. So, Willow has been canceled. It's based off the 1988 fantasy film, in case you don't know, by Ron Howard. Now, news came 2 months after the 8-episode season just finished. Now, apparently, it's got 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, it's done pretty well. People seem to like it. It's about an unlikely group of heroes set on a dangerous quest to places far beyond their home, where they must face their inner demons and come together to save their world. Now, the reason why it's canceled, and it's not what you would think, because I read some articles about this today, the reason why it's canceled is because they know they can't do the show right now. And all the actors were on their contracts, and they wanted to let them go do other things because they know it might take a long time for them to actually do another season. So they released all the actors from their contracts and said, hey, we're not doing it now, but we might do it down the line. The idea would be maybe a year or two later.
I love that. That's the first time I've heard that they said for a show like, hey, we're canceled, but wait, we might come back. So what the fuck
It's
is that?
very rare.
Call it a hiatus. Just call it a hiatus.
Yeah, just call it hiatus. Well, apparently all the actors were on high contracts, so they didn't want to, you know what I mean? They don't want to keep paying. That's what happens with these studios, you know? They sign them to contracts and they have a holding fee, just like during COVID, where they had to pay actors because they were on hold. And they paid them for months, and then they're like, the studio's hemorrhaging money, and so they're like, well, we gotta do something. We have to let them go eventually because we're not going to shoot. And so instead of hemorrhaging money, they're like, well, let's let them go now. Let them go do other things.
Once again, we should drink to Warwick fucking Davis, still making shows, still fucking gracing the TV screens of our houses. The original Leprechaun. Cheers to you, Warwick
That's
we'll
true.
See you again soon, Willow.
We'll see you soon.
Mute.
That's too funny because I didn't even think about that when I was putting this all together. I wasn't even thinking about that you know, that he was Leprechaun as well, which is awesome, Jacob. Thank you for bringing that little knowledge nod to the Kruse Control tonight.
Anytime trash cinema is involved, I'll do my best to bring it back around.
Now I want to ask Fast Lanecki over here. Fast Lanecki, have you ever seen? Have you ever watched The Willow? Do you care about Willow, or are you like fuck this show?
I'm sorry, did you just say The Willow? Have you
Willow.
ever watched The Willow?
Yeah. The Willow.
Yeah, that's what it's called now. It's The Willow. The original movie is Willow, and now the series is
Willow.
The Willow.
And the next one is The Willow Rising.
The Willow
that's all I'm
Rising.
saying.
Get it right, Sabrina.
It should be all the Willows. All the Willows.
That's
what they should
Welcome
call
to Willow Nation.
Willow Nation.
So Fast Lanecki, what do you think over there? You like this at all, or what?
I watched the show. That was one of the movies that I watched as a kid, like over and over again, because it was so bizarre, you know. And what did it come out? 87, 88, something like that.
88, I think.
88.
Baby, that's for sure.
Yeah, so was I. And it as soon as I understood that TV was a thing, we were watching Willow. It was just the movie that was in our house. And I tried to get my daughter to watch it, and she thought The Witch was weird, so she didn't want to watch it anymore.
I get that.
To be fair, she is correct.
Yeah. It's like, why
did you let your child watch The Witch? The Witch.
Right.
The Witch.
Yeah.
The Witch.
The
not just Witch.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But I did try
The
to
Willow Witch.
I did try to watch the series, and I got 15 minutes into it, maybe, and it was like, nah, not the same.
Yeah,
Same, not the
That's
same.
like me
I
in the
tried
Dark
too.
Crystal. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I feel you. I understand.
Yeah.
It's like,
Jacob, did you watch The Willow Disney Plus series?
I have not watched the Willow Disney Plus series. I've been extremely busy lately, so I apologize. I'm far behind on so many shows, except for The Last of Us. I'm keeping up with that.
Yeah, so good. Did you see the ending of The Last of Us? So you saw the end of it, right?
Loved it. And I played the video game, so I absolutely loved it.
Oh, that's good to know because we haven't anybody on here that has played the video game. Really, Chris, but we didn't get a chance to talk to Chris about it before. Do you think it's a good representation of that
series? That's why.
Oh,
that's true. Yeah.
I loved the original game so much that when they made a sequel, I was like, I just can't play it. I can't do it because I just want to keep it in its beauty.
Wow.
Like I'm one of those weirdos, like, and I love my video games. I do. And I'm actually a weird RPG gamer. I like solo gaming. I'm a scum saver. I'm the worst of the worst when it comes to video games.
I literally have not a fucking clue what you just said out loud, honestly.
Yeah, what is scum
the
saver?
weird fucking game nerds know it. A scum saver is like someone that plays Skyrim and I save every 5 seconds so I can play out all the options and see which one I like the most, and then I go off of that. That's a scum saver. So anyway,
nice.
I love
Sounds like something
the
totally
original
different, by
Last
the
of Us.
way.
I think it's a beautiful story. The
Whoa.
first game is
Yeah.
so fucking amazing. It's
For
so
sure.
well done. The show did such a great job that when they came out with the sequel, I don't have the heart to play it just because I don't want to continue the story. I want it to end. I actually want this show to just be done. I want them to be like, that's it. This is all you get. One season, The Last of Us, we're done. You get nothing else. Enjoy. That's how fucking awesome it is.
Strongly
I'm
disagree
weird.
with you, sir.
I'm fucking weird. I will watch.
You
Continue
better.
to watch more, but I just absolutely love the first season and the first game, and I don't have the heart to play the sequel. However, I will say this: watching that fucking show, I'm like, God damn it, I need to play the sequel.
I heard when we talked about this on the show before, I hear the sequel is very controversial though. Like a lot of people are just
says the sequel's better. So just saying.
get it, Justin, friend of the show.
What Justin says.
Just saying.
But he does have a good point. I hear a lot of good things, and I do hear that the sequel is actually really well done. They do a good job of continuing it on, and it answers a lot of questions that you're left with in the first series. But I just absolutely, as a story arc, as a video game, no other game besides The Last of Us has made me cry, with the exception of Red Dead Redemption 2. I
hear that game's awesome. I've never played it before. Mike Casey, a friend of the show, tells me it's great. So
it's wonderful. It's my favorite game of all time.
Yeah,
I like it more than The Last of Us, but I'm going into a tangent. I apologize.
Yeah, but everybody, Willow is done for now, as we know. Willow might come back. We have no idea right now. Again, like I really wasn't. I mean, I tried watching the first episode. I still want to watch the whole thing. Sabrina down there, she does not like Willow at all. Yeah, you're below me right now. Ha ha. So Sabrina doesn't. She does not like Willow. There's a lot. It's a very tragic thing for Sabrina.
Because Warwick Davis isn't Tom Cruise?
No, it's not the movie itself. It's just the circumstances surrounding it when I saw it when I was 6 years old. So I'm not going to talk about it, but it was like a very bad experience for me, and I don't want to involve myself in anything that has to do with Willow. It's just when I heard it was coming out, I'm like, why are you rearing your head of the demons of my past? Like I can't, and I don't want to, and I shan't. So. I'm just going to remove myself from it. I'm not going to make any comments. I'm not going to say it shouldn't be on or it should be on because I don't know. But I'm a hashtag no
hard pass on that. Here's the goodbye, Willow, for now. Maybe you'll be back. Maybe you won't. But we drink to your past, present, and future.
Wait, what? What are we doing? Okay, cheers. I guess.
I said goodbye to Willow.
For now.
And as we're saying goodbye to Willow,
you can't drink with water, bro.
For now,
like, what are you doing?
Jake, you not drinking over there, Jake?
You can't cheers with water. That's not cool.
Yeah, I can.
You better go open up a container of fucking mouthwash, bro. This is Drunk Friday.
This is Drunk Friday, man.
No, he's drinking, but when he cheers, it's with water. I want you to cheers with the rest of us.
Yeah. But as we say goodbye to Willow,
don't talk shit about Jake, because I will come after you, sir. Jake is amazing.
Come at me.
As we say,
I will. When I get back to California, I'm coming right to your house. I know where you live.
Fuck you, dude.
She knows where you live. As we say goodbye to Willow, Fox says hello to more sound stages. So Fox, even though there's a pending strike and there's like maybe a potential shutdown on Fox and Disney, like, fuck it, we're building more stages at Fox Studios. So doing a major building overhaul and expansion at 20th Century Lot. That's what's happening. They're going to build, including new sound stages as well as new media campuses, office space. They're focused on transportation infrastructure, but they're going to continue to meet the demand for sound stages because after COVID, of course, more people want to shoot. There have been more productions, more work. Everyone's like, let's go, 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 go. There haven't been enough sound stages because there's been such a back catalog of content ready to go. It's like, fuck it, we're getting ready. They're calling it Fox Future. Fox Future, everybody. So Fox Future is going to bring work to LA. Well, potential work to LA.
Right. And I apologize for interrupting, but you do know that Fox was bought out by Disney. So Disney obviously needs more sound stages so they can film more Star Wars. That's the whole point. You got to have more Star Wars. That's what it's for. And if anyone has been on the Fox lot, it's a beautiful lot. It's amazing. It's expansive. But I'm honestly shocked that they're adding to it because I feel like they have a ton of empty stages that aren't even being utilized.
Well, but especially right now,
because with all the plans that Disney probably has for Star Wars right now, you need at least 16 additional stages to do your 20 fucking spinoffs. Just give me a goddamn movie. I'm tired of all these fucking prequels and sequels. Like, I want to continue into the Star Wars universe. I don't want more origin stories about Luke and Darth Vader. Like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Let's move on, Padawan. Let's go and progress.
Let's do more. Well, I mean, even this though, like Jacob, they're gonna say they're gonna add more stages. They're supposed to go from they'll bring the number to 24 sound stages, and right now it's like, it's like they're gonna add a bunch of sound stages. They're expecting $9 million in direct annual revenue for the city of Los Angeles based off this. So that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
I saw Chris's comment.
What do you say?
About Ryan Murphy has half the fucking stages.
Yeah, it's true. He has about half of them.
I worked on American Horror Story. We owned like 4 fucking stages when we filmed, and this was like season 8. They're like in 10 plus.
I was there.
Horror Story spinoff. So yeah, you're right.
Jacob, here's the season. Here's to that season. That season Apocalypse. Whew, what a work.
That's where we met, my friend. That's where we met.
Disney
Yeah.
did not buy
Oh, my
Fox like as an entity. They just had a merger with them. Like, so there's still this is Rupert Murdoch's
What do you
doing.
call
Like,
a
it's
merger?
Fox's doing. I mean, it's
That's
not
what
buying.
that's what
They're
that
not
is.
bought outright
A
because
merger is
Rupert.
bought.
No, Rupert Murdoch is the one that's expanding the stages. So it's not through
Okay.
Disney that it's happening. So they
Gotcha.
still have ownership of Fox. You know what I'm
That
saying?
makes a lot of sense.
Like,
Yeah,
there's
okay.
they brokered a deal for like a certain amount of years for a certain amount of billions of dollars, and like there's like it's like more like a partnership in certain things, and like certain rights go to Disney, but it's not an outright buy. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So this is actually a Fox move that, Rupert Murdoch is at the helm with, so
Right.
it's not a Disney thing, it's a Fox thing. Like,
Fair
the
enough. And
expansion
it is smart for Fox, regardless of it being Disney or not. It is smart for Fox because, yes, we do need more stages. I work on so
Yeah.
many different productions. I work with HBO, I work with ABC, all these different studios that I work for. And of course, I'm in location, so I'm only there for parts of the production. But every time we'll work on an HBO show, filming on like a random lot that has nothing to do with an HBO, because HBO itself doesn't actually have a lot.
Right.
You'll work for Paramount shows. Like, I worked on The Rookie. Rookie is an ABC show, and we filmed on Warner Brothers, but now they have their actual own lot at like Paramount or some other studio lot somewhere. They finally got their own place. But like, so many shows get pushed around because you're right. There is a shortage of actual studio lots because
Yeah.
unfortunately in today's world, well, fortunately or unfortunately, however you look at it, there is so much TV production and it's such high quality that film itself isn't really used the way that it used to be. So a lot of these studio productions don't use their stages for filmmaking as much as they do it for tons of TV. We have so many central and interior locations that we have to build on these stages to do our TV shows. So that's just how it
But
goes.
And look at
there are
Universal.
lots that
Universal's
are
getting
not-
rid of stages to build Nintendo Land, So like
Yeah,
there's some
I
places
saw
just
that.
taking them away.
Yeah.
Very lucrative for them. But
I'm-
there's
I'm
a
really
lot of
nervous.
like ND stages in LA, like Sunset Gower and Sunset Las Palmas and Red Studios, and like you can go to these stages and like do shows for other. But Paramount does it a lot too. Like, we worked on Nickelodeon shows on Paramount for years. So like they broker out deals to other people when they have empty stage space, but there are
That's right.
also like ND studios that like anyone can come in, broker a deal, and shoot a show there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Which is
Paramount's
And they wanna
really
sell
cool
those
'cause
out.
they
streaming
have
services.
Yeah, and Paramount's cool because they have multiple stages. They have their classic, what is it called? The Columbia TriStar, Paramount, Sony. Because it's all Sony now. It's not even Paramount. It's Sony. Everything's Sony. And they own all these multiple different stages. And it's really cool. They have amazing lots and they're gorgeous. And they still have the historical plaques on everything so you can see what was filmed where. But you're right.
I love that.
We're losing a bit of that touch because they're running out of space. So they don't make as much films on these lots as they do TV series. I think when I was working on lots as a PA, Warner Brothers was the only lot that I worked on where they had multiple productions going on that were actual film productions, not TV series. Every other show, Fox, what is it? The CBS Radford,
CBS
all
Radford?
that stuff. Yeah, they're all TV series. There's no actual films being made on lots anymore, which is cool because that's why a lot of films have this unique look to them because they're all location. Thank you for the work.
Yeah, but it's hard to get like films here though too because of the tax incentives. So the films go other places because it's cheaper. Because you're right, Jacob. A lot of locations are going to be in natural environments, so you can't. And they're not going to be doing it on a soundstage as it is now. LA is the king of sound stages. So if you're going to shoot I mean, it used to be a multi-camera thing. You have three camera setup. You're doing the whole sitcom type thing. Of course, it's perfect for a soundstage, and that's what Hollywood was built on. But now the way that single camera comes, they don't have to be here. So that's why they venture off because it's cheaper. Now, if our governor actually gave better tax incentives, maybe we'd have more shit here. I'm just saying. That's me ranting a little bit though. But Jake,
Gavin.
Yeah, come on, Noose. Come on, Gav Noose. Come on, man.
Don't fuck up
Friend
like
of the show.
Louisiana did. Don't fuck it up. I came out here for a reason. Don't fuck it up, Gavin.
Fast Necky, what do you think over there? What's going on? You're being a little quiet. What's going on, Fast?
I'm just paying attention. This is good. I'm learning.
Welcome to
Jake
Insider Trading.
Slanecki is a manager at CSP Management. So everybody knows out there one more time. I'll have to say
I don't really
a pitch for him.
there's a lot like you guys are on a completely different end of it. You know, I'm on like finding the work and getting you guys in front of the right people. You know, and helping build the brand around you individually. So after you guys do an audition and get a book, it's like you made it on time, you signed all your paperwork, game on. You know, and then
did that shit, go to work.
Yeah. So.
And that's great. It's a whole different side of the entertainment industry too that you don't see a lot, because a lot of managers, they don't go out in public. They just don't. Well, at least we don't see them. They don't try to. You know, that's what love having Jake here.
Like they're agoraphobics and like sit in their houses. Like, are you kidding?
That's it. Yep, that's it. Jake knows. Jake knows too well.
Yeah, I'm hiding in the basement.
Hi, Lila, I love you. Sorry, I said say hi to Lila. She said hi to me.
Hey, Lila. But yeah, that's why I think it's great though. I'm just saying it's awesome that, you know, they're doing this. So I think, because honestly, you know, it comes down to a lot of studios. They rent their space out as fast as they can because they need to make money. That's what it comes down to. So they're not going to wait for their own production. They have to rent that shit out. They want to get those stages filled so they can keep making a profit. I mean, they lost a lot during COVID, so fill that shit as fast as possible. That's been happening for years. And then what happens is they get productions. They're like, oh shit, we have no stages. So they have to go rent shit out. That's just how it goes. And that's why there's this little hodgepodge of like, where are they going to shoot shit? Like, where is it happening? Where is it going down? But for me, I'm like, build more stages. It might be great for Fox. Ryan Murphy needs more stages, so like, why not, right? Right?
Yeah,
Ryan would be very happy. This is great news for him. He's probably fucking thrilled about this. He's like, bring it on.
His own, like,
time for the third American Horror Story spin-off series.
Yeah, right. Let's do that all day. Come on. That's what he wants. But you know, it is what it is. But you know, as like they build more things, I want to talk about a production that's coming back after a long time, and it's like it's its own thing. But I'm talking about Gladiator, because Gladiator's coming back. Gladiator's coming back, everybody, in the form of a sequel. Now, it's been a long time, everybody, but Gladiator came out with, you know, Russell Crowe. It pretty much made his fucking career. I love that fucking movie, by the way. Russell Crowe,
fucking agree.
Joaquin Phoenix, like they're dynamic. I mean, it came out and it was huge. I mean, looking back at it though, it only made like 460 million back then, which nowadays we're making $1 billion, but that was a different time. You know, it was a huge. They were nominated for 12 Academy Awards. They won 5, including Best Picture, and it was huge. So Ridley Scott's like, you know what? It's time to do a new movie. It's only been like a decade. Let's do another one, which might make other people's career too. I'm here for it too. I'm really here for it too.
Brian, I was 12 years old when I went and saw that movie with my dad. It's one of my most fondest memories of my childhood, getting to see that movie and watching
Willow for me.
Watching Gladiator on screen and seeing that most memorable scene where he goes, "My name is Maximus Decimus Murilius, commander of the Legion armies of the North, under the true emperor of Marcus Aurelius.
My name is
I'm a father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next." God damn it, Gladiator is awesome. It still fucking holds. I don't give a shit what anyone says, and I'm here for the fucking sequel.
And then Joaquin Phoenix puts his thumb down.
Goddamn right, he puts his thumb down. Slowly. That movie made Joaquin Phoenix. There would be no Joker without Gladiator. 100%. Fucking fight me, bro. Fight me.
He fucking killed it. He fucking killed it back then. Like, that's honestly, I love that movie. And it's one of the first movies that clocked in like at 3 hours long too, you know, pushing that barrier. And this movie too, they're saying the sequel, it's a sequel. It's a direct sequel. It's years later. So now we're going to get into like Maximus's son, but it's not like, it's like his half son, I guess. Or
it'd have to be his actual son was murdered in the first movie.
Yeah. So
did you miss my whole speech about father to a murdered son? Like,
I know. I mean, so like, you know, spoiler alert: Maximus died. In case you haven't seen Gladiator, but
catch up, bro.
Sorry, Sabrina. Sabrina has not seen Gladiator by the way. So you know, But they said that Denzel Washington is actually signing on for this. Of course, cool. He worked with Ridley back in the day on American Gangster, but now they're coming together, also and they're not saying Russell what he's playing. Yeah, Russell Crowe too. Great actors,
no, Justin,
great actors.
No, hard no to you, sir. Stay watching.
No. Yeah, have a good night, Justin. Enjoy. It's a wonderful movie, and you're welcome.
Hans Zimmer to do the soundtrack again too, because I'm a soundtrack guy.
Fucking Hans Zimmer.
So good.
Hey, by the way, same cinematographer from the first one's coming on for this too. Same cinematographer.
Crew. I read the little thing that you sent me. It's like the whole goddamn crew.
It's like the whole.
I'm excited for this.
It's like everybody's coming back.
Of course you are. Of course you're excited for it.
This
That's
is
it.
what made me get into what I'm doing now. Gladiator is the reason why I'm here in Los Angeles. You're welcome. Thank you.
I mean, look
Ridley
at it.
Scott.
You
No
have
one thanked
John
you.
Matheson coming back as cinematographer. You have the production designer Arthur Max coming back. You have the costume designer Janet Yates. So you have like the main heads coming back. You have Ridley Scott in that director's chair too. I mean, it's honestly, when I first heard about this, I thought it was gonna be a TV show, and they kind of like going back and forth, and it
I thought
became
the
a
same.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it became a movie, and I'm like, fuck yeah, a movie's so much better, you know? It really
but
is.
that makes me nervous because if they're indecisive about what they want the product to be, then why do
Yeah,
it?
but well, hopefully he's been working on this for a long time, Jake. I hope so, you know?
That's true.
It's coming out November 22nd, 2024, so it's not that long away. Paul Pascal is
Right.
going to be in it, and Barry I can't ever say his last name, Keegan, who was like the Joker in the Batman movie. He's going to be in it too. He's apparently the king in this, so he's like the person in charge. He's like the fucking main man. So he's a walking Phoenix pretty much. So it's a young cast, but I wonder if Denzel will kind of be like the Maximus in a way though too. Like maybe
Right.
he'll be
That'd be
somebody that's, you know, that has to kind of come back, you know?
Just
I
remember,
mean-
fast Jake, the frost makes the blade stick.
Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does. For sure.
Uh,
I love
I
that
will.
fucking movie. I
Jake,
love that fucking movie.
CitizenSkull.Jake, CitizenSkull@CitizenSkull.Jake. What do you think about this? Are you excited about this being a direct sequel to Gladiator, or do you think that they should leave Gladiator in the past?
That's a hard question. I don't know because
I know you said you're worried a little bit, right?
I am a little bit worried. Well, you said that it was originally going to be a series, right? And
Originally,
they're like,
that was the word.
and then they say, oh, well, maybe let's just do a movie, which means that they're not convinced they have the right script. You know, like, how do they break it up? You know, they're not convinced that they have the right storyline, and all like if they don't know what they want it to be, then it makes me nervous. But maybe I could be proven wrong. You know, I don't know. That's just my initial thought on that. But
Yeah, I mean that's the
Gladiator-
way. That's a reason to worry. It's a reason to worry. It really is.
I don't really give a shit. Just give me more Gladiator. I've been waiting for
Copy
2
that,
goddamn
right?
years. Give me more Gladiator. Period.
Now, let's go to Sabrina for a second. As an outsider here, Sabrina, you're not a big fan of Russell Crowe, right? This made his career. It made a lot of
hate
money.
him.
It was a huge hit for the Academy. What do you think? Do you think that they should do this? Like, you got Ridley Scott, you got Denzel. Come on.
I mean, no, I don't. I strongly agree with what Lexi said. Like, oh, good sequels, you know, from something 20 years ago, and then like also like a bunch of old men coming to do the same shit that they did 20 years ago. Those are both things that Lexi said.
Well,
and I
they got a
agree.
new cast.
It's like, okay, rein it in. You asked me my opinion. May I speak?
Give her the
or no?
floor. Give her the
got
floor,
it.
Brian.
Take
I
it,
don't need
Sabrina.
the floor. I have very little to say, so just let me say it. I didn't see the first Gladiator. I loathe Russell Crowe. He is a giant piece of shit, and I don't like to support any of his work. That being said, I'm Italian, and I am vaguely interested in the history of what went on at the fucking Coliseum. But after like a certain amount of time went by and like all the hype, and I was just like, I don't want to watch this now, like because the expectations get really high. And I'm always disappointed when I have very high expectations and I watch a movie. So I just didn't watch it. And somehow 20 years later, I still haven't fucking seen it. So I'm not excited at all about a sequel. We all know how I feel. Anyone who watches the show knows how I feel about sequels, especially 20 years later, or especially like not related. Or I mean, I don't know. If you didn't flesh it out then, why are you coming back to it now? I know it's going to be an all new cast, and the film crew made an amazing movie the first time. So I guess, give it a shot. I just probably will not be there for it.
I think also, Sabrina, because this was a long movie, that's another reason why I didn't want to watch it, like clocking over 3 hours long. That's a lot for you to commit your time to that, right?
Long. It was
20
like
years ago, I didn't have
240.
that
It was
problem.
240. It's a Batman Returns.
was-
That's
to me,
a
to
problem
me, it
I
felt like
have
it was
now.
3 hours.
It's 240. Batman Returns. If you like Batman
For me
and
now,
fucking
I'm like,
Dark
I
Knight
have
and all
a
that shit,
job.
suck it
I
up.
have dogs to feed. I have people to feed. I have things to do. Like to spend 3 hours on a movie is virtually impossible at this time. 20 years ago, 3 hours on a movie would have been fine. I probably did that at the bar on St. Patrick's Day somewhere. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It was just like, I didn't watch it right away. Time passed. I hated Russell Crowe. I said, fuck it, I'm not watching this. And like all the buzz, all the hype. And then like when you watch it, you expect this amazing thing. And then you're like Bridesmaids, great movie. Everyone fucking loved it. They thought it was the funniest, greatest thing of all time. And I'm a woman. I love an all woman cast.
One of my
I
guilty
watched it and I was like, it's
Good
good.
movie.
It's good. but I wasn't doing fucking back handsprings over it. You know what I mean? Like it was good. Like it's just I don't, when there's such a high level of buzz about something, it's hard for me to not go in with an expectation. And that was, my issue.
Sabrina, that is totally fair. If it makes you feel better, Russell Crowe dies.
Yeah,
well,
that might make you
it
good.
doesn't make me feel better. You know what? I actually gave like 5 seconds of not hating Russell Crowe in Thor Ragnarok. I was like, is that fucking Russell Crowe?
Coming soon, Titanic.
He was great in Thor Ragnarok. Or, I mean, Thor: Love and Thunder. He was great in Thor: Love and Thunder. I laughed my ass off at that shit.
And not a giant douchebag. So that's but I still
and Rachel,
the douchebag inside.
By the way, I just want to say, Lexi brings up a great point. If you want to get into Gladiator, go back and watch Spartacus, Blood and Sand. It's amazing. That'll get you into the Gladiator movies. And then go watch Gladiator and realize how much better Spartacus actually is.
Well, then fuck Gladiator. I'll watch Spartacus.
Fuck yeah,
and speaking of pornographic type of TV shows and stuff, like Rachel was saying, Titanic.
You just got to see Lucy Lawless's amazing boobage. Okay.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say I saw Rachel's comment where about like, what about Titanic 2? I'm like, yeah, it's called Titanic Tits. It was in the porn section. That's all I'm saying. Titanic Tits.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, I saw that shit. So Titanic Tits. That's all I can say.
Tits. Yeah, they had a lot of great porn names back in the day. Remember Edward Penis Hands? Come on, let's go with it. Yeah, that's the thing. You're welcome, Sabrina. Hands? Yes.
Is that where they got the hot dog hands from? Yep. Everything everywhere all at once?
Yep.
Was it from that?
Probably so. Probably so.
Kind of amazing.
It has to be a nod. It has to be a nod. Early 90s.
But like Jacob said,
terrible porno, by the way. Terrible porno.
Horrible. Sure. I guarantee it's horrible. But like Jacob said, I mean, Gladiator is like 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's very much like The Dark Knight. There's a Gladiator coming soon. Gladiator sequel coming. Get it. It's coming. It's coming soon. You got to watch it. I mean, I'm going to watch it. So.
I'm here for it. Fucking love you, Denzel. Let's do this.
But as he said, this is like 2 hours, 40 minutes. It's not bad, just like The Dark Knight. And speaking of The Dark Knight, I want to talk about Ben Affleck. So Ben Affleck, everybody. Ben Affleck gets out. We're in the street, for a while. James Gunn's been talking about, hey, we're going to have him direct, the new Batman movie. Or we're going to have him direct something for the DCU. We've talked to him. We're going to make this work out. Maybe Batman, the bold one. Maybe we'll have him do that. But we haven't figured it out yet. But we sat down with the man. He's going to direct something. And here's what he said. He said, James Gunn said, we're working with Ben Affleck, who has been a part of our team trying to bring things together, and he really wants to direct one of our projects. We're excited for him to do that. And what's Ben Affleck say? That's what James Gunn said. Now, here's what Ben Affleck said. Yep. And here's what Ben Affleck said. I would not direct something for James Gunn or DC. Absolutely not. I have nothing against James Gunn. Nice guy. Whew, nice guy. Sure, he's going to do a great job. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't go in and direct in any way they're doing that. I am not interested in that. So the question is he lying? Okay, I'm gonna go with Jacob first. Jacob, do you think that James Gunn was lying, or do you think that maybe this is a diversion? Because maybe they don't want people to know.
No, first of all, everyone knows from my last episode that I absolutely love and adore everything James Gunn touches. Everything he makes is fucking gold. I don't give a fuck. Fight me on it. I will say this. Yeah. I guarantee you, James Gunn probably gave Ben Affleck the blessing. Ben Affleck is probably pissed because he realizes his Batman can only be the Elseworlds Batman. It will not be a part of James Gunn's new DC universe, which will be a great competition towards the Marvel universe. It will reset the whole world. It'll make it an amazing cinematic adventure. However, if they give something to Ben Affleck, it will be for Elseworlds, because they're keeping Elseworlds stuff. They're talking about the new Joker movie and the new Batman series with the guy from Twilight, saying like that's going to be part of the Elseworlds series, which also hints at the fact that with the Elseworlds series, that means they're going to have to make a new Batman for DC Universe that's not going to be our Twilight guy. It's going to have to be someone different. So I think they did give the opportunity to Ben Affleck to be like, hey man, like make your Batman movie that you want to make, but it's going to be part of Elseworlds. And I think Ben Affleck's probably upset that like, hey, I can't do a DC Universe. Well, it's DC Universe, but it's Elseworlds. It doesn't count. That's my theory. And I will say this: I absolutely love and adore everything that Ben Affleck makes as a director. He is fucking awesome.
He's a great director.
That guy knows story structure. That guy knows his fucking movies and what he's doing. And if James Gunn was able to get him on board to make stuff for the new DC universe, it would be unfucking believable.
So do you think it's wishful thinking when he said it before? Or do you think they actually had a meeting? Because that's the whole thing. He said they had a meeting, but now Ben Affleck's saying the complete opposite, which is interesting,
I mean, I would believe that they had a meeting, and I think that the meeting went for both people in opposite directions. I
Yeah.
think James Gunn was like, "Yeah, I like you, dude. Make your Batman movie, but it's not what I need." And Ben Affleck's like, "Well, this is what I want." And James Gunn's probably like, "Well, it's for Elseworlds. It's not for what I
Yeah.
need."
And
I
that-
don't think he was trying to get him to direct a Batman movie. I think he wanted him to direct.
that was
like,
the
a
rumor on the
different
street.
DC
I told
movie.
you guys from the beginning, James Gunn had the balls to tell The Rock to go fuck himself. You think he doesn't have the
That's
balls to tell Ben Affleck to go fuck himself? Come on.
That's true. He's like,
Just saying.
Batfleck, back off.
Back off.
To me, I'm like, it's just funny to hear contradicting stories like this. Sabrina, what do you think down there? What do you think? Do you think that James Gunn was lying, or do you think Ben Affleck is lying? Like, do you think that there's just like a contradictory thing happening? Like, what's going on here in this story?
I mean, I'd like to think that nobody's lying, but probably wrong on that. It's
Hollywood.
It's Hollywood. It's true.
I don't like that. I don't like that. And that's my problem with Hollywood. I grew up in New York. If you went into an audition in New York and they didn't like you, they'd be like, yeah, we're not going to be calling you. And you're like, okay, cool. I'm not expecting that phone call. You know what I mean? Like in LA, it's all like, oh my God, that's amazing. We'll see you soon. And then you're never, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a weird, different, like blow smoke up your ass vibe out here, which I don't really love or appreciate with anyone. And I'm not even talking about just, in the acting world, like in every world. Like I've worked on sets where like you're talking to three people, someone walks by and they're like, oh my God, hi. And then like 5 minutes, they're like, oh, I fucking hate that. But it's like, what is wrong with you? Then why do you pretend that you like I don't understand that. That's not who I am. That's not how I was raised. That's not how I grew up. That's not how I conduct myself. And so I don't like seeing that with other people. So I think it's very odd that like two very prominent people in Hollywood would lie in a situation like this. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I honestly,
however,
It's very odd, right? It's so
sorry,
odd.
Sabrina, go ahead, finish.
No, it's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm just saying, like, I just don't, that doesn't make sense to me. It also breaks my heart because I love James Gunn and I would love for Ben Affleck to be at the helm of a James Gunn movie. You know what I mean?
Absolutely agree.
Here's
think
the James Gunn.
Ben Affleck is an amazing fucking director. As you said, Argo, fuck yourself. Friend of the show.
Fuck yourself. Friend
I'll
of
go
the
fuck
show.
yourself. Friend of the show. Friend of the fucking show.
Yeah, Ben Affleck is definitely a friend of the show. I wish that there wasn't this weird like disconnect and that it could somehow happen. The fact that it's not, it is what it is. But I just wish it could. Because I love them
agree
both.
with you, Sabrina. I actually believe that, like I said earlier, I really do think that Ben Affleck was offered to work on a feature for the new DC universe by James Gunn, and his idea and his conception of what he wanted to do did not apply to James Gunn's theory. So James Gunn's like, you're amazing. I want you to work for us, but you're going to have to do an Elseworlds project. I'll give you the green light, but it's got to be Elseworlds. It cannot be a part of the DC cinematic universe that I'm recreating. And I think that's where the butting of heads is coming at, is that Ben Affleck's going to have to make what he wants to make part of the Elseworlds. It can't be part of the new James Gunn DC. The new James Gunn DC is what we all want. We want to see that franchise survive. We want to see it go somewhere. And for once, we want to see a Batman movie and a Superman movie that actually has a build-up before they do Batman versus Superman.
Well,
I would love that.
Ben Affleck had like a whole like vision of a Batman movie of like, where you'd see the darker side and the pull between like, basically the two different characters.
It's called
that
Patton Robinson,
every
the
Batman is supposed to. Yeah, except for there's zero difference between Batman and Bruce Wayne in that fucking movie. It's just brooding cunt the entire fucking time.
Brooding cunt.
Hard pass to you. I don't care. It's like literally at all.
Tuesday, November the 3rd.
Like,
my cunt is bleeding again.
You're not wrong. Ben Affleck could do an amazing
wow, Brian. Wow.
Ben Affleck did an amazing Batman movie, even if it was Chris Pattinson playing Batman. The problem is, even those Batman movies with Patton
Happy Friday.
Robertson, those are all Elseworld. They're not
My
a part of the
point
new
is,
DC
The
universe.
Batman can wipe its fucking dick with my fucking foot, okay? Because it sucks and it's
The
stupid,
Batman wipes nobody's
and I don't
dick.
care for it. And
I don't wear hockey
there's gonna
pads.
be another one. I'm gonna just sit through another 3-hour and 10-minute movie of everyone going like this. I
Depression.
whisper act. I like to whisper act. It's super amazing and I love it. Like, no, nobody loves it. It's stupid, and you're just the same person at all times. The whole point of Batman is having two different characters. The same
Sabrina.
thing with Superman. 2 different characters. The same thing with Spider-Man. 2 different characters. It's called a fucking alter ego. You can't play it all the same. It doesn't fucking work. Anyone who likes the comics, reads the comics, or has seen any fucking movie with any superhero, you are not the same person when you're a superhero and when you're a normal dude. And that is why the Batman did not work for me at all. I'm not saying it wasn't shot well. I didn't care for the 3-hour walk of what's her nuts coming up with her boots, and then I see her, she sees you, she sees you. Like, it's like 14 minutes of we get that she knows who you are, and she read that dude. No, I hated it. I loved the Penguin.
I was a teenager in high school in 2005. I agree with Bruce Wayne having swoop hair, being
I don't care about his hair.
You
I
didn't
care
like
about him
that?
being the same person.
Emo Bat.
Bruce Wayne and his Batman was the same
Super
person,
suave, right? Fast.
Not what it's about. Not what it's about. Honestly,
let's go to Jake over here. Let's go to our Jake Slanecki over here. Jake, what do you think about this? What do you think? Do you think that Batfleck's lying? Do you think James Gunn's lying, or do you think they're both telling the truth? And then somebody just got mad after a conversation.
I don't know. Nothing you said in the quote made me think anybody was mad. They just don't want to work together.
Yeah, that's what we're picking up on. They're like,
they just don't want it, huh?
Yeah, they just don't want to do it. And he's like, I don't know. Maybe he's brooding, and that was his attempt at proving that he could write. Yeah, he's brooding. It's cool.
Well, he could be brooding though. But Jake, what do you think? Do you think that it would be good if they could work together? Would you like to see Ben Affleck direct a Batman movie? Or any DC movie, I should say.
I mean, if he's as good at directing as you guys say he is, which I'm sure I've seen some of his films.
Have you seen Argo?
Bro, watch Gone Baby Gone.
Oh yeah, Gone Baby Gone is good.
Have not seen Gone Baby Gone.
You're missing out. That's Ben Affleck's masterpiece, in my opinion.
Argo
is also great, but Gone Baby Gone is the masterpiece.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess do those carry the same level of like the mood and the temperament and the flow and the pace of the films? Do those match Batman or DC in any way?
They do, but in the cartoon universe, in my opinion.
Okay.
Ben Affleck does a really great job of giving you the comic cartoon universe. The way that we imagine Batman being, he does a great job. I love his vision. I love what he does with Batman. I think he's great. I love Batfleck too. I think Batfleck is amazing. I love that you said Batfleck.
I love calling him Batfleck.
He's Batfleck.
Nice.
And look, I would. And here's the cool thing: in the new movie coming out, here's the thing too. I don't know if you noticed this, Brian, but in the new movie coming out for the new reset of everything, Ben Affleck will be playing Batman. There's going to be multiple versions of Batman.
In the Flash movie.
Michael Keaton signed on.
I can't wait for that fucking movie.
You have Patton Robinson. You have Ben Affleck. They're all signed on for Batman. There's multiple. And that's the thing about comic books. They do these fucking weird, like, little fucking alternate universes. So you have the Elseworld series. But starting off with the first movie that's going to be coming out from the new James Gunn DC universe, you're going to get all the Batmans.
Yeah.
Yep. Every form of Batfleck's Keatons.
Batfleck.
I'm going to do a shot to the Batman because I love Batman. Cheers. Batman's my friend.
How many Batman are there?
I'm so happy Keaton came back. Like, honestly, they did the whole bat plane flying up in that trailer.
I really want Batgirl to be released because I want to see Michael Keaton as Batman and Batgirl. I'm really upset that they fucking scrapped that shit. How do you make a goddamn movie? How do you make a goddamn movie? An entire fucking movie about Batgirl. You make this shit. You get it done. You edit it. You put it out there. And then they just say, fuck it, and scrap it. You've already put the goddamn thing together. Release the son of a bitch. Let me watch it. Let me have my stuff. I don't care if it's crap shit.
But we're never going to see it now, Jacob, because they took a tax write-off. You're never going to see it now. They got paid by the government. They took a tax write-off. You're never going to see that. Or the government will fucking throw after them and be like, fuck you. I know. And Brendan Fraser's in that shit, too.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser.
Like, Academy Award-winning Brendan Fraser.
Brendan fucking Fraser. Friend of the show.
Goddamn Fraser. Fuck.
It makes me upset. And also I know that before James Gunn came in, there was word they were going to do fucking Batman Beyond. Yeah. And Keaton was going to do Batman Beyond. They were working on that fucking script.
And I'm like, God, great for Batman Beyond because it's fucking perfect anyway.
I've been saying that shit for fucking years.
We know Keaton would be the elder Batman. He would be
It's
amazing
perfect.
in Batman Beyond.
It's fucking perfect.
Yes.
The setup's there. You do Flash, you reestablish him, he's fucking ready
Michael
to go.
Keaton just needs to be
Done.
Bruce fucking Wayne, have a new actor come in to play the new Batman from Batman Beyond, and have Michael Keaton be the original Bruce fucking Wayne. It's not that hard.
Nope,
It's
but
not.
apparently it is for the studio. Apparently it's fucking hard because, I mean, I get it. James Gunn's trying to do something else, but just let that shit still exist. Like James Gunn said that he fucking loves that Flash movie. If he loves it that much and he says it's that good, let Michael Keaton live in that world. You know,
And
let
I
him
like
live.
his concept for the Flash movie. He's resetting the universe, which is smart because you
Yeah.
still allow all the original shit that they fucked up to be used to continue the story, to continue the DC universe. And you're like, all right, we hit Flashpoint. That's what Flashpoint is. It's resetting everything. CW even got it right. If CW can get it right, you're goddamn right. James Gunn can get it right.
Yeah. Well, we're not sure though.
Agreed.
At the end of the day, we're not sure if Batfleck will actually direct again. He's saying no. James Gunn's saying yes. I still think down the line we might see a Batfleck directed DC movie.
What if?
But he's got. What's that? What's up? What's
Like,
up, Jake? What you
I
got,
just
man?
kinda thought-
Give it to us.
Come on, Fast Jake.
Okay. I'm just thinking, like, what if it's starting from the top of the tree and coming down to a single point? So there's so many different versions of Batman. There's so many different versions of all this DC stuff, right? And it's just we're starting in the multiverse, and they're gonna bring it all down to an origin story at the very end. Maybe that's the angle they're gonna take. I don't know.
That's why James Gunn is smart to do the Flashpoint. He's making the Flash. The Flash is supposed to be the first of the James Gunn DC universe. When you use the Flash and you do Flashpoint, you reset everything
It's like
and
the
you
Big Bang.
continue forward.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
but
is
apparently,
smart
but he had
moving
nothing to
that
do
part.
with it though, Jacob. He didn't make the movie. It was done before he took over the reins.
But
he just allowed it to still come out.
He approved it.
Yeah.
He said, we will work off of this. James Gunn's going to work off of that, which means I trust his vision.
And the
I am
Flash is
biased,
coming.
And I'm a sucker for James Gunn, and I have faith in what he can do.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And that movie, I guarantee it's going to kick fucking ass, and I can't wait for it. And I think, and Batfleck said himself that was the best experience he ever had playing Batman was in that movie. That was his best experience ever. No, and just in the Flash, the trailer alone, like I'm like, fuck yeah, he seems right, you know? So hopefully that will inspire him. We'll get more Batfleck. We'll get more fucking directing from him, and he will fucking help the DC survive, thrive, and accomplish.
Goddamn right.
That's all I'm saying.
Cheers.
And now it's time
Cheers.
for our featured story of the night. Yeah. We'll drink after that. I had my moment. Hey, happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. Happy St.
Yes,
Patty's Day.
sir.
I'll introduce this, then we'll do our little, we'll do our drink. But I want to get into the Shazam is out, everybody.
Damn.
I know, right? I forgot about that shit almost too. I'm like, fuck, we have one more topic. So Shazam, Fury of Gods is out
How is
right now.
Shazam the featured story of the night?
Because it's bullshit. That's why.
Go with it. Just go with it. It is what it is.
Because it's relevant. It's super relevant. Just fucking came
James
out.
Gunn
Everybody,
approves.
Oh,
Shazam is out right now. We're talking about DC.
Is
We're
it
talking about the
really?
fucking DC universe.
Yeah, he
Shazam
does.
is out right now in theaters. If you want to see Shazam, go Shazam and become Shazam. You can see it right now. And it came out Thursday night, so it came out actually yesterday. And I also want to talk about numbers for a second. I want to talk about numbers, and that's what today is about, numbers. So the very first Shazam versus this Shazam. So this Shazam made $3.4 million in previews at 3,400 theaters, right? Now, that's less than the first Shazam back in 2019, which made $5.9 million in its Thursday previews. So it's already doing less. We'll see what happens. People are already kind of knocking this a little bit. Now with that 3.3 million, there's also a 3.3 million from Fandango on top of that, 5.9 million. So they actually made 9.2 million in their first opening night compared to how much? I lost my train of thought. 3.4.
Where we are.
So,
Yeah.
so
Where you come
9.2
from?
versus 3.4. That's a lot of money difference already for your opening night. And overall, they're already saying it's going to make less domestically in their opening weekend. So will Shazam be a fucking flop? You go back in time. So The sequel right now is the original one got 90% fresh and it had 82% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. This one has 54% Rotten compared to 90, and it has 84 compared to 82. So this movie, apparently fans like it more than the last one. But besides that, it's getting bad reviews. It is now. It is they have to make some good money. The last one. Yeah, it's getting mixed. You're right, Jacob. But I mean, the last one we made 74 million, which isn't a huge win for Shazam, for like a DC movie. 74 million is not a lot of money because these things cost like 200 million most of the time. So it's not a big profit. But they decided to make another one, of course, because it was funny. It made money. DC was just pumping shit out at that time. So this is out now. Mixed reviews. I mean, I saw the trailers before, and I was like, I'd watch this before. I probably will see it this weekend. But I wanted to make it the feature story because it has the mixed reviews. It is probably one of the last DC movies coming out under the old regime that James Gunn's allowing to come out. And this one has never been connected to the DCU at all. It's been its own thing. They showed Superman for a hot second, but they only showed him from the neck down. They never showed Henry Cavill. He was his own thing. So the question is, will he survive? Will Zachary Levi in the credits?
Levi.
He's amazing.
Levi is no brain.
There he goes. I was waiting for someone to correct me.
He's a wonderful Shazam.
I think he's hilarious. I think he's great. I was waiting for Sabrina usually corrects me because I always fucking butcher names, so I was waiting for it.
I messed up my mic. I'm sorry. There's a lot of activity at the hotel. I'm just trying to keep the integrity of the show.
I'm also sorry because I can't speak and I'm an actor. That sucks. But anyways, so
go back to your trade class.
Go back to Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck my life.
Anyway, I'd like to say hi.
Jake's in Michigan. Yeah, we like to hang out. So anyways, my question for the group right now is, does this movie actually matter? And will Zachary actually continue going forward? That's the question, because it's mixed already. He's been like pumping this. Zach's like, yeah, we're gonna do more. I love James Gunn. And James Gunn's been like, yeah, this movie came out. That's cool. It's coming out. But if you were gonna trash talk this or fire this person, you're not gonna fire him until the movie's out, because you're gonna wait for this shit to come in, base off the numbers as a business, and then decide they're gonna move forward. So what do you think? Let's go with Jake Slanecki for a second. Jake, what do you think? Do you think that Zach has a chance in the future? Fast Jake, or do you think that this is the end of his DC career?
Who are we talking about?
Oh shit!
Drink up, bitches! Happy St. Patrick's Day.
You need a drink, Jake. Jake, you need a drink. Zach, the Shazam.
Shazam.
Zachary Levi says of Shazam.
No, I know where we are now. I'm back. So the Shazam. Every time I hear the word Shazam, I think of Goober from the Andy Griffith Show. When he goes, that's where my head goes. And I'm like, oh, so like now Gomer's in the military, everything's fine. Shazam. And like, I just can't get past that. So I could care less about this movie. And I saw a commercial for it. And I'm like, not watching that. Looks like
who's watching this?
Looks like not fun for me. Yeah.
So you don't think he's gonna have a chance after this? Is that what you're saying?
You think he's done? The main character in like
the movie? Zach. You think Zachary? You think Zachary's gonna have a chance to be Shazam after this movie, or you think that this is the end of his DC universe career?
Well, he's already Shazam, so if Shazam dies, he dies.
Well, I mean, it's a new guard though, Jake. It's a new guard. It's a new life. It's a new world. It's a new day. You know.
It could be. I don't know. Maybe we should all watch it. And
the critic, there's mixed reviews, you know. So I just, it's just us, you know, based. I'm gonna go see it this weekend. I think it just came out today, so I haven't had a chance. Where everybody's working for the weekend, Jake. Everybody's working for the fucking weekend. So, and we don't have time to go to the theater on a preview Tuesday because those people do. Well, maybe one day, but we gotta work. That's life. All right, Jake says that he's done. Jake says he's done. So
I'm not done. No, I'm not done.
No, you're saying that Zachary's done. That's what you're saying. You're not sold on him being Shazam.
Well, I have to see him as Shazam to make that.
Have you seen the first one?
No.
You're missing out.
So you're not sold on him as being Shazam?
Absolutely not. No. Is he a good actor? Like, if he's a good actor, then...
Chuck, you ever see Chuck? He was good on Chuck. Every time I see him, I've liked him.
Show. So fucking
He's
good.
great in Marvelous Miss Maisel too. So I think
Yes,
it's second
absolutely.
season.
Yep.
Really good.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, if he's a good actor, then fine. But I mean, as Shazam, I hope it. I don't know. You get a role that is potentially huge, and then it's like the teeter-totter broke. Well, I don't know. That could be a bad sign. But you're as an actor, you're so dependent on good writers, which
There's also what Rachel said too.
But that's
is he really?
Actually no,
He's
I actually
transphobic?
know that he retweeted something that somebody said, who is an anti-vaxxer. I think he's an anti-vaxxer, but the person who tweeted it that he retweeted is also transphobic. So I don't think that it's directly related to the transphobia. I think it's more of an anti-vax situation. I could be wrong, and I apologize if I am. But I did a light Google before putting up that comment because I was shocked to hear that because I
heard that actually.
Fuck anti-trans people.
Yeah,
I think he just retweeted something that an anti-trans person said, and it was related to the Pfizer vaccine because he's anti-vax.
Fuck anti-vax people.
I know, but like if you're whatever your ideas of getting vaccinated or not getting vaccinated, like I don't have to agree with it.
Fuck
like
you.
If you
Not you.
Okay.
Not
thank
you. Fuck you, anti-vaxxers.
We'll see you never again on Kruse Control. Great job,
Not you,
last
Sabrina.
show.
Not
Bye.
you. I'm saying fuck anti-vaxxers. Fuck anti-trans.
I just
No,
think
I know.
again.
Doesn't want
Here's
to be
what
progressive and smart and do the
I'm
right
just
thing and
saying
save other people around them.
Of course,
Here's what
I agree. But my point is that everyone has their own medical view and political view, and like I can't like get wrapped up in all of that shit. And if you don't believe in vaccinating yourself, that's on you. And like now that it's much more controllable, like that's fine. And I hope nothing happens to you. But at the same time, like everyone has their own beliefs. It's like, don't talk religion, don't talk politics. You know what I mean? But like if he was openly like spewing, shit against like J.K. Rowling's, it'd be a different story. But I think, and again, if I'm wrong, exactly. But if I'm wrong and he has done anything like that, I apologize. But like from what I could see in a quick Google, I think it was just that he retweeted something that was anti-trans, but mostly anti-vax. Like it was a Pfizer thing, so it was about vaccination, not about transphobia.
I mean, overall, you're a brand always as an actor, and this movie's just coming out. So whatever you're going to say on social media, you have to watch like a lot, because you're a brand and you want to do this movie. You want to be part of this. Like just like promote the movie and just be, whatever you feel like. Unfortunately, in the world we live in, you just fucking hold it. Your fucking brand, hold it back. Just be conscious about that shit. People have all different views and all different ways of the world. If you feel some way, like don't push your views on somebody else. Everybody has their option and their ability to feel how they want to feel, do what they want to do. This is fucking America. It's fucking America. Like I'm free to do whatever the fuck I want. So I don't know. I just that's a side piece of this whole shit. Side piece of the show.
I'm fine with your choice of things. I'm not fine with hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the hate fucking sucks.
If you like a hate, I do not tolerate. But
Sabrina.
Yes, sir.
Sabrina, you hear about this. What do you think? Do you think that Shazam, you think he'll have a chance to keep being Shazam after the movie? Or do you think he's done? I mean, we haven't seen it yet, of course. The initial reactions are mixed, Right now, it's already making less than the initial one. Of course, it's never a good sign, but sequels sometimes don't make the same amount, it's just what it is. So what do you think? Do you think that Zachary's going to have a chance after this? Or do you think that, he's going to go to the wayside and that's it? Goodbye. Shazam! Done.
I mean, I feel like it'd kind of be weird and odd to recast a Shazam. I also don't see Shazam as being like one of those prolific superheroes that has to like cross-pollinate with like all the other superheroes. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's kind of like a standalone situation. And like if it came up again and they needed a Shazam, I feel like they probably would bring him back because he's done a good job.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's the first one I actually really, really enjoyed. I thought it was very funny. It was endearing. It was cute, kidsy. Like, I don't know. It was, and he played a really, like, he did a great job, like, struggling between adult and being a child, which is, not easy to do. I think he did a really good job. And the first movie I thought was quite good.
He's got a great smelling the fart picture next to you right now.
He does look like he's smelling farts. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to let that go. Happy St. Patty's Day. But aside,
Zachary was.
Of Zachary Levi. He had his like one nostril up. He was like, he was smelling something.
He was wafting that shit in right now.
All right.
So yeah,
cup and smell.
I hope this is good, honestly, because I love Helen Mirren and I love Lucy Liu as a badass, and I feel like it has all the ingredients to be good. I just hope it is. It seems like there's a lot of mixed reviews, but I hope it's, I hope it's good. And I don't think, like I said, I don't think he would necessarily go anywhere with this whole elsewhere and like the new fucking reset the timeline with the Flash, because I don't feel like his superhero character really coincides much with anyone else. And like, it's not like they're rebooting Shazam. He's an old dude playing a kid. Like it's the thing. Like that's the thing. So I feel like he has a good chance of staying around. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. He's never been attached. It's always been separate, like we talked about. Jacob, what do you think? Do you think that, I mean, the reviews are mixed, of course. I know you said you liked the first one, right? So are you amped up for this new one? Are you excited about it? Do the trailers make you like want to see it? Or do you think that you're like, why do we do another one?
Yeah. When the first movie came out, I let it kind of go. I didn't care about it. I wasn't interested. Finally, I got around to watching it, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is actually a really good movie." The original Shazam is good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome. It caught me off guard, and I was like, "This is great. This is amazing. It's better than Aquaman. This is really good." And now with the push for the sequel, I am excited to see the sequel. And for the record, my name is Jacob Rolland. I am the host of IPA Sessions. If you are anti-trans, if you are anti-vaccination, you can go fuck yourself. I don't need you listening to my show. I don't fucking care. And I will say this. I think that anyone who's out there trying to do what they want to do and be an artist and put themselves out there is amazing. And I will support you to do the best of your ability to present an amazing theatrical performance to other people. Now, back to the subject of Shazam. I apologize. I'm a little drunk. Thank you. Happy St. Patty's Day. I will say this as well.
Wait, hold on, Jacob. Before you get back into it, let's do a toast, everybody. Oh, we lost Sabrina. Fuck. Okay,
Shazam.
Hold on. Girls pee more than us. Hold on. Let me get back to my other shot. So, okay, Jake, where's your drink, man?
Huh? Oh.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Now, I am a fan of this show, Chuck. I thought it was amazing, and I was really excited to see Zachary Levi have this role where I was like, great, it's good to see this guy getting a chance to be a superhero. I was also shocked to see him be a superhero because if you've ever seen the show Chuck, he's a nobody. And that's kind of what Shazam is in a way. He's a teenager that takes on this ability and this power to become somebody. And I thought that was really cool. I think the premise behind Shazam is really amazing. I think the story behind Shazam is really cool. And I hope that James Gunn, because he's even commented that he actually enjoyed the new movie, will put this into his actual universe and keep Chuck Levi on. Sorry, Chuck Levi.
I like that.
We'll keep Zachary Levi on because I do like him. If he quoted and misquoted, we're all human. We all make mistakes. I hope that he's given a chance to correct that information. Please let me know if I'm wrong. I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong. I hope others are as well. But I think it's awesome. And I really am looking forward to watching this new movie. I'm actually excited about this. I have a 6-year-old, and I want my kid to watch someone that can show him what it's like to be a superhero and how cool it can be. Because what's cool about Shazam is it's a story of a child. It's a story of a young person who has the ability to turn into a superhero. It's magic. It's supernatural. And it's awesome. And I think that's amazing to spread that kind of thought process to younger people. And with what I've seen from the trailers, it looks great. It looks out of this world. I don't expect this to be amazing. I don't expect the CGI to blow my mind. But I do expect it to be fun. I expect it to be hilarious. And I expect it to be virtuous. And I really am hoping that this does take off. And I'm hoping if it is successful, James Gunn will pull it into his universe and continue pushing it forward. Yes, you're right, Lexi. I am drunk, but
he's already home.
I'm already
He's already home.
And I think that's cool.
In the virtual studio.
I'm rooting for this sequel. I hope it does really well and that it can help be the movie. I know Flash is what James Gunn wants to restart the DC universe, but I'm hoping that he can ride off the coattails of Shazam and keep pushing it forward, because I would love to continue to see this show grow. I would love to continue to see the universe of Shazam grow. I'm not familiar with him, but I've really, really enjoyed watching the Shazam world. I've really enjoyed watching this is Shazam superhero.
Shazam!
The first movie was awesome because it ended up being multiple different characters. And what was cool is they weren't all kids. They were random people that would pull on the superpower and become these Shazam superheroes. And I thought that was cool. So I'm hoping that the new movie does it. And also, who doesn't fucking love Mirren Helen? You know,
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren.
Sorry, Helen Mirren. I have been drinking.
Mirren Hillen.
I have been
And
drinking.
Lucy Liu.
But who doesn't love
Helen Mirren is
Who
the
doesn't love
fucking
Lucy Liu?
boss.
Like, I really want to see this shit, and I hope it's successful, and I hope it really helps kind of be the reboot to what they need, while also being a part of the original universe. And you're right, it doesn't tie into the other DC stuff, so it's a great, interesting jumping point. That's my thought process.
Honestly, it looks funny, right, Sabrina? It looks like it's funny. Just sit back, relax, enjoy, eat some fucking popcorn.
I feel like it's not going to be as funny as the first one, which makes me sad. But I just see Lucy Liu in Kill Bill, like wandering around with
Are there
a
any more
fucking
fucking
sword.
questions about my
Any
heritage?
of you have anything else to say? Now's the fucking time. Like
Goddamn
that
right.
is all. That's all I see, and I'm so here for it. Like I love her as a badass. And I'm so sorry that I disappeared for. I have not eaten. I've only drank beverages today. I ate
a burger before this because I had to.
And then I was drinking Master Cleanse lemonade all day because we don't eat on our shift. And then our power went out when I started cooking. So I had no power, and then I had to get ready, and now I'm drinking alcohol. So I have gone to the bathroom roughly 72 times, and I apologize for not being there when you were doing a toast.
Don't apologize for being human.
Don't apologize.
Don't apologize.
You're like, girls go to the bathroom more than us. I'm like, it's not.
I'm like, she heard that shit.
Thing. It's a circumstance thing, fucker. Okay. So cheers. Happy
cheers,
St.
everybody.
Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Drink
Honestly,
water, please, and thank you.
That's right.
Honestly, we haven't. This just came out. This is just spitballing. Honestly, it's some. What?
Spitballing.
Spitballing. We're not talking about snowballing.
Hey-o.
Come on, spitballing.
This is a
hey, it's a safe place. It's a safe fucking place. It's a safe fucking place.
Safe place.
No kids allowed. No fucking. I mean, we're fine. Every time I click on the videos and I upload, they say, is it a kid friendly? Like, fuck no, it's not kid friendly. Fuck no, it's not. I love kids. Fuck no, not tonight.
Fuck
you know.
To the no.
Fuck to the no. Jake, your daughter one day will see this, and she'll be like, Dad, what the fuck?
She says that every day anyway. So
I love your child. Way to raise them right. I agree with you, sir.
And Jacob
As
knows
a fellow
too.
parent to another parent, I cheer.
what's that?
Because Jacob's a parent too.
Yeah.
Whaling, I
As
love
one
that
parent to
fucking
another
name.
parent,
I love
cheer
that fucking name.
Yes.
Waylon's a little badass.
That's awesome.
Yeah, fuck yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And
Waylon and Charlie would be fucking happy friends.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But we have.
No, it's good.
Yeah. But we have no idea what this movie is gonna be like. We haven't seen it yet. It's always back to snowballing. Like, it's not hashtag snowballing. We're not saying hashtag snowballing. Okay, that's all. That's all.
That's the thing now, Brian. Hashtag
give you
Kruse
that.
Control. Hashtag snowballing.
Snowballing.
That's where we're going. It's
Downhill.
Wednesday. We're drunk. That's where
Downhill
it's going.
for sure.
We're all about Mirren Helen. Come on.
I just died for a second.
And Lucy.
Happy Friday, everybody.
And Levi Zachary.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Yay.
Oh wow!
Anyways, we're way over tonight, everybody. We're way over. Shazam is out. Yeah, I know. It happens on Fridays.
I love it.
Shazam.
Glad to be here.
Shazam is out, everybody. If you love the first one, check out the second one. Give it a fucking chance.
Go watch Shazam 2. What's keeping you from watching it? Oh, God forbid they have terrible CGI. Who fucking cares? You got a 6-year-old to the theater and have a good time. Eat some popcorn. Pay expensive fucking Coke and expensive fucking popcorn.
Eat some fucking Coke.
Or just put it in your purse
Coca-Cola.
and bring it with you on your shoulder like I do.
Enjoy yourselves. And I like I said, I'm biased. I'm rooting for James Gunn, and James Gunn himself has commended this Shazam sequel. He said this is good, and there
Oh,
has
good.
not been any talks yet of what's going to happen with this universe.
No idea yet.
Hopefully, Zachary Levi is not a piece of shit. Hopefully, he's actually a decent human being
I'm
who
gonna
just
do more
happened to
research
make
on
a
that.
mistake and misquote someone that he didn't know better. I've done that myself. We're all guilty of being stupid and not educating ourselves, but we learn in time. If that's the case, I root for this movie. If it's not the case, fuck you, Zach.
I mean, like I said before, and like Rachel said in the comments, what it comes down to is this is the biggest thing in Hollywood too. If this is where here's my little knowledge spiel for people that have not been out here, been working in
Lay it
Hollywood.
on us.
I
Lay it on us, bro.
gotta give one little bit of knowledge nod. So if you want to be an
Drop that
actor, if you want to be
Nugget.
an actor,
It's a
and
nugget.
here's your fucking hashtag fucking nugget.
Hashtag fucking nugget.
If you want to come to Hollywood and work, right, the biggest thing is if you're an actor, it's a brand. You're always a fucking brand. So no matter like what you believe at your home, in your house, with your little dog Peppy and Mimi, those are my dogs.
Mimi, I love that.
It doesn't matter what you think in your closed doors. You're always a brand. You have to brand yourself, and Jake knows this so much so that like, when you're putting yourself there for auditions, you have to figure out like what you're gonna look like, what you're gonna look, how you're gonna pretend to be this character and that character and this character and that character. It's all a fucking brand. So when you fuck that brand up, all of a sudden the jobs stop calling. It doesn't matter honestly how you feel, but you think of it as a job. It's a fucking job. So end of the day, do the job, bust your ass, get there, and accept everything that comes along with it. And if you fuck up and if you say shit that's going to kill you on social media, you're going to kill your brand, you're going to kill your career, you're going to make your agent and your manager fucking drop you, and it's not going to be good for anybody. Honestly, it's not. Hollywood's very fickle. The world's very fucking fickle. We all have different opinions, just like we have assholes. Everyone's asshole's different. We shit different things every day. It's what it is. So what it comes down to is just doing your job, busting your ass, and committing yourself to that. Don't put your opinion out there because it's only going to fuck yourself over in the long end. It's going to fuck yourself over. So don't do that. And you can have your opinion. I believe everybody has their own opinion. This is fucking America. But, end of the day, be careful what you say because it might fuck your life.
That's right.
Because you know what? Assholes come out in the long end. Assholes come out.
It
People
was
like
a
assholes.
super weird metaphor.
But don't be a
but
dick.
Sure.
I know. I'm drunk. People like assholes, though.
I love these. I
People,
love these.
I mean, some
Fridays.
people like assholes, but not everybody, you know? But some people like assholes.
Ellen. Fucking Lexi.
Don't be
love
Ellen.
you,
That's
girl.
what he said. It's like, don't be Ellen. I agree with that.
Don't be Ellen.
110%.
Thank you, Lexi.
I'm like-
Don't
I'm
be
like,
Ellen.
Hashtag 100% girl.
Hashtag
I don't
don't
know.
be Ellen.
This is it's hashtag Friday. Hashtag Friday.
Hashtag
I've
Friday.
done this more than I ever have in
I'm
my life
so
tonight.
glad
I don't
I
know
have-
why.
I
This is
I have
happening.
one more.
Great.
I have one more shot left in me because, like, I'm doing whiskey tonight. So whiskey
I
is,
ran
of
out
course,
of
the
whiskey.
Irish
I
way.
went to beer.
Okay, Irish shit. A little bit whiskey.
Yellowing.
So everybody, raise your glasses one more time. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you for tuning into Kruse Control. We always
Thank you.
appreciate you.
That's right.
Let's do
Love
one
you
more
all.
drink.
Oh,
For-
Jake's back.
Better than the
Yeah,
beer.
There he
bitches.
is. There he is. Thank you for being here, everybody.
Cheers. Happy
Cheers.
St. Patrick's Day.
Everybody. Woo. Woo. That was tough.
Good
Woo, you
shit.
feel my ball hair growing.
That's right. Make sure to
That is
diet green for
definitely
St.
not
Patty's.
child Lila, I hope you're not
Not-
watching anymore.
It's not. Anyways, happy St. Patrick's Day. It's a special day for everybody. If you're out there wearing green, drinking, hanging out with your friends, good job. Watch us later. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your kids, tell your dogs, tell your animals, chinchillas, fucking squirrel next door. Tell everybody to watch Kruse Control. Tell your friends to watch IPA Sessions because he's
That's
fucking
right,
kicking
baby.
ass over there, Jacob. Jacob's,
right.
Jacob's fucking, you know what? Jacob is fucking kicking ass these days. I see his shit posting all the fucking time. He's been kicking it up a notch, and I love and respect that, Jacob. Keep
you.
doing it, man. You have
I'm gonna
great
have
you have great
two beautiful
interviews.
fuckers on my show at some point.
I know
as
we're
well.
fucking long overdue. We have to do it.
We're
We're fucking
long overdue. We gotta talk.
Long fucking
I might have to
overdue.
be in Florida, but I will do it.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do
We
it.
can go on
We can
Discord
do
or
it.
some shit, right? Discord.
Right, we'll make it work.
But Jacob's kicking ass, and that's if you want to do this, just fucking bust your ass like Jacob. You know, fucking do your thing. We were doing the same. We're fucking busting our asses. We want to be here for you. We want to make entertainment. We want to have a good time, and that's what this comes down to. Like we're having a good time. Have a good time with us. Jacob, thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah.
Shazam! Shazam! He's
Shazam!
crying outside. I'll get him later. Thank you, Jacob, for being here. Appreciate you as always. Watch at IPA Sessions Podcast, everybody. Get on there. YouTube, Instagram, fucking TikTok. Get the fuck in that shit. Eat that shit all up all day.
Not hard to find.
Get on that shit. Jake Solecki, thank you for being here. Manager of Citizen Skull Management here in Hollywood, California. Thank you for being here tonight. Appreciate you as always. Sabrina Vittori, thank you for being here from Florida. I appreciate you always, the lovely Sabrina Vittori, the lovely, magnificent, fucking killer, kicking in on cops, everybody. Just saying, you know.
Thank you.
And everybody out there, thank you for watching Kruse Control. We appreciate you so much. Sorry if we're drinking a little bit. We're a little drunk sometimes. Please like and subscribe. Join our Patreon if you can. And as always, everybody, you better have a fucking great night because it's a fucking weekend, right? Thank you, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you later. See ya.
See ya.